Amsterdam. I called over you.
I took 2 months.
But I live on 117th and Pleasant and 441.
If you're using store, make sure you check it out. If you're looking for a good make sure you come down to the store to the right there on the sale. We got laptop right there on the sale. We got bike right there on the sale. We keep calling we keep calling we finance like